you. How we doing, y'all? Woo! Good. Welcome to NEA Comedians Stand-Up Comedy Showcase here at the Recovery Room. My name is Bryce Moore. I'll be your host this evening. You feeling good? It's Friday. It's comedy night. Yeah. Are you leaving? You gotta go. You gotta call in. Call in sick. Have a good night. We'll miss you. I'm so glad you left so we can start. Man, this end and that end. That's essentially the whole room. What's going on at the end of the bar? Now they get quiet. Well, we doing okay? We ready to start the show? Yeah. I think so too. I am too. So, real quick, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a college graduate. Yeah, cum laude in theater. Yeah, that's what my parents said. Yeah. I've lost 40 pounds. Yeah, give it up for me, I found about 70 more. And I'm pretty well stocked up, I think. No, I have gained some weight, and I can tell because I have to walk further away from things to keep from bumping into them. You know, I gotta be careful. I don't want to puncture a fat roll, you know. Unless I can do enough damage that they have to just amputate the whole thing. That's a heck of a weight loss program right there, folks. Shrink weight with the new BAM method. Lots of pain, no gain. Yeah. I found out that you can go on YouTube and find aerobics workouts for free on YouTube. And you can watch them in your living room and work out right there in your living room. But you know, the only problem with that, there's also NFL highlights on YouTube. And it's a whole lot more fun to watch other people be active than it is to actually be active. Plus, when the coach is mad and he's screaming at somebody, it's not at me. I feel better about myself.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. But no, I'm fat. I know I'm fat. I'm eating myself into an early grave. And that's fine. You know, I'm not afraid to die. I'm a Christian. I know where I'm going.
Your guys' food should
It's
be
just
up
one
too.
little thing. Thank you. I appreciate that. And you appreciate that too. We have two like-minded people in the room. And it's suddenly really warm in here. Don't worry, it'll be warm for the rest of you in a little while. Somebody got that. I appreciate that. But no, I'm not afraid to die. I'm a Christian. I know where I'm going. But there is one catch. When it's my time, and I have to die, I know it's going to be a long walk up those steps. And I don't feel like climbing it. I'd a whole lot rather watch somebody do that on YouTube first if I could, you know?
Yeah.
Just an idea. But yeah, I'm a big guy. I wear this ridiculous shirt doing comedy. I look like a plus-size superhero. Like a Justice League reject. Look, up on the stage! It's a bus! It's a train! Oh no, it's just Bam. He doesn't have any powers. Everybody just laughs at him.
It did get hot in here.
Well, except for like the rest of the room. My brother laughs at me. You're wearing the same shirt. Okay. As long as we're good. I actually have started working out though, y'all. I started doing Taibo. And you're probably wondering, why is a 27-year-old comedian doing a workout from the 90s in 2024? Well, I'll tell you. The 90s are when I weighed the least. And so I figure if I lose weight back in the past, then I can prevent this from ever happening. That's the idea anyway. But no, for those of you who don't know, Taibo is a martial arts-based workout. And so like you throw punches, you throw kicks, things like that. Now I can't actually do martial arts, but I do look cool. And I know I look cool because I've got the blinds closed and the curtains pulled, so I'm the only one that can judge. And I say I look cool. Anyway, though, I'm on there, baby, throwing the jabs first. So I'm throwing the jabs. Here's the kind of fat I am, folks. My armpit claps. For real. The whole time I'm throwing these jabs, my armpit's over here going, get rid of me, get rid of me, get rid of me. I like it. It's like having my own built-in cheerleader. Only catch with that, though, is that as I do better, it's going to become less supportive over time. Just like a true bandwagon fan. You liked him until he started losing. That's why I bring my brother. He's the funniest one. Oh, man. After that, they want you to throw roundhouse kicks, right? And Billy Blanks, who's the host of it, gets on there and he's like, look, it ain't got to be to the head. Go to the knee if you have to, but don't quit. Well, I'm not quitting, but I'm over here kicking him in the ankle. Apparently my foot's afraid of heights. But I'm giving it everything I got, going right at it. Aaron Rodgers would be in a world of trouble right about now. I see most of us aren't football fans. That's okay. It's all right. It's an intense workout, though. It really is. You know, I went to bed after the workout. I was still sore in my dreams, folks. You ever have those dreams where something's chasing you and you can't run away? Now I know why. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's reset. We're going to try this again. Let's try something new, shall we? I went to the doctor a few weeks ago. Not because I punctured a fat roll. No, I had some lab results come in. And I learned from my lab results that I have a slightly elevated liver enzyme. I also learned from my lab results that I have liver enzymes. And they can be elevated in varying degrees. And y'all, I don't know anything about this. I majored in playing dress up, right? So I texted my mom about this. She's a nurse. By the way, give it up for my mom and my dad and my brother. They drove 2.5 hours to be here tonight. Thank you all so much for being here. Anyway, though, I texted my mom. She's a nurse. And she goes, which one? I don't know, the left one? They know there were specific ones. But anyway, I did some research on it, and it turns out that an elevated liver enzyme could be caused by obesity. Well, I ruled that out immediately. That's right. It also says that it could be caused by any drug with the name statin in it. So like atorvastatin, which I take for cholesterol, you know, because of my obesity that I rolled out a second ago. So as it turns out, some of my don't die medicine might actually be killing me. Somebody go, oh. Are you going to miss me when I'm going? I appreciate it. You're the first one. But no, so I go to the doctor, I pay a $35 copay, I take off 2 hours early from work. Also, the doctor would go, it's not even that elevated. I'm really not worried about it, to be honest with you. Tell you what. Come back in about 6 weeks, pay another copay, take off work early again, and we'll do some lab work, and we'll see if it's any different. You got any questions? Yeah, Doc, just one. Did you know that Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone way back in 1876? Maybe spring for one, Doctor. You know. He also told me, though, to quit taking the atorvastatin in the meantime. So between now and then, if my cholesterol jumps up and I have a heart attack and die, I won't have an elevated liver enzyme anymore now, will I? That's a cure. And it's free. That's the important part. Yeah. Let's see. You know, I should have made an announcement about cell phones. I appreciate the backing track, though. It's nice. Smooth little, some vibe music. Are we comfortable with each other? You know me pretty well. I know you pretty well. Comfortable with each other? You think so? Are we a little iffy? Okay. Let's make it a little bit uncomfortable, shall we? Yeah. For a long time now, I've wanted to write jokes about death and suicide. Unclench, it's going to be okay. I have wanted to write jokes about death and suicide, and I've not really known the best way to approach it. So I broke down and I asked ChatGPT what it thinks. And it can't tell you a suicide joke, as it turns out. Apparently it's a sensitive topic. So I said, fine, tell me a dark joke. He tells me a street joke. ChatGPT gets on there and goes, I have a friend who's addicted to brake fluid. He says he can stop anytime he wants. That's twice now. The biggest laugh of this whole set was the joke I didn't write. Anyway, I responded to ChatGPT. I said, so wait, suicide's not allowed, but addiction's okay? And it said, well, you have to approach that topic with great care, but yeah, pretty much. Okay, fine. So what if I write a joke where somebody dies as a result of their addiction, which, when you think about it, is an indirect form of suicide? Is that allowed to be funny? It left me on red. Not left to be left on red by an AI chatbot. Well, I screenshot this, and I sent it to a couple of my friends, Carson and Wendy, and expressed my great frustration with ChatGPT and how I'm still not able to write about this topic. And we talked a little bit about it, and that was it. Well, the next day, I see a post on Instagram. It says that there's a student outside across from the school, standing on a rooftop, about to jump. And the physics teacher runs out and he says, don't jump! You have so much potential!
What's his name? Shane?
What's his name? Shane?
Shane, yeah.
I don't know. Is your name Shane? Do you have potential, Shane? Lots of potential. That's a man who's never lived up to anything. It's gonna be alright, Shane. We still love you. We still love you. Anyway, though, I sent this meme to my friends Carson and Wendy, and I said, I'm gonna use that potential. And then I get a direct message from Carson, and it says, hey, are you okay? Wendy's concerned. Carson's not concerned, just Wendy's concerned. I said, yeah, why? And then he sends me a screenshot of their little back and forth that they had earlier, privately above the group. And apparently, Wendy was pretty upset. It seems like it really kind of freaked her out that I sent these jokes and ideas about suicide, and that I've been thinking about them so much just within a couple of days. And I said, well, yeah, I'm fine. And he goes, well, then please, just tell her you're not actually suicidal. I said, okay, fine, whatever makes you two feel better. So I opened the message conversation between myself and Wendy, and the last time I texted just Wendy was on her birthday. So now this conversation literally says, happy birthday, thanks! And then a month later, hey, I'm not suicidal. She left me on red. Life sucks and I don't like it. It does. Life is this big conglomerate of crap that nobody tells you about, you know? It's just a whole bunch of things that go wrong and you're not really expecting them. Nobody tells you, for instance, nobody tells you that one day, out of the blue, there's going to be a spam caller that calls you and tells you that you have a virus on your computer. And so then they have to get remote access to your computer to install a software that's going to eliminate the virus because it can prevent it from stealing your personal information. They also don't tell you that what they're going to install when you give them the remote access is the software that is going to steal your personal information. I fell for one of these scams once. Life sucks and I don't like it. I bought a carton of eggs one day from the neighborhood market, and it was 18 eggs. Got all the way home with it, 17 of them were broken. Life sucks and I don't like it. Hold on, I gotta look at my notes, I'm sorry. I wasn't gonna do this one. I got booked for a comedy show a few months ago in Germantown. This comedian, he's a clean comedian, and he does clean shows all over the place, and he had never even seen me perform. I just told him that I do clean comedy, and he's like, hey, come do this 10-minute show, get a professional recording of it in Germantown, it'll be a whole lot of fun. And I was like, sure, I'm in, I'll go. And then about 6 hours later, it was a misunderstanding on his part. He didn't have a 10-minute spot to give me, and I was unbooked for that comedy show. Life sucks, and I don't like it. I left my phone charger in the living room overnight last night instead of in my bedroom with me. So when I got up this morning, my phone was down to 37% instead of 100. Say it with me. Life sucks and I don't like it. I told you I've been trying to do better, trying to make better decisions, lose weight, things like that. Well, see, here's the thing, folks. I walk around at my job all day. That's what I do. I walk around all day, and I still have to exercise when I get home. Life sucks, and I don't like it. Oh, come on. We can do better than that now, can't we? Let's try it again. Life sucks, and I don't like it. That's much better. Everything I like to eat is bad for me. Y'all know tater tots? I love tater tots. I grew up on tater tots. Life sucks and I don't like it. Last one. When I moved out of my parents' house, I had to do a bunch of research to figure out how much money I was going to have to make, what the cost of living was, things like that. My research led me to bad news and worse news, right? The bad news is it is too expensive to live. The worst news is it is more expensive to die. Life sucks!
Don't like it.
We're not together at all, but that's okay. What do you say we quit fooling around up here and put some comedians up on stage, shall we? I like that for too.